Hi all. We're gonna do another video about job hunting. In this video I'm going to show you how to set up an email account, a free email account using the Google website. I mainly wanted to go over this because some people have an odd email address. When they set it up, they were setting it up for their personal use, so they might have used some strange name or funny name. I wouldn't use that email address for a job hunt. You need to use your real name for a serious job hunt. So if you just go to google.com, and you can use any email company. I just picked Google because that's the one I know of. So there's many different types of companies, so I think Google would be the best one, though. It's one that people would recognize and be easy to remember. Okay, so if you go over here on the right hand side, there's this little area here with these little squares. If you just click on there, these are all the different areas of Google that you can go to. So this one, this Gmail, that would be Google's email. G for Google and mail for email, Gmail. So just click on there, and then it says here create an account, and you also have a create an account up here. So we'll click create account, and now it's asking me for some basic information. So I can enter my real name here. And here you choose your email name. Now this part, this @gmail.com, you can't change that. That's on the Gmail email system. But this first part, go with the first letter of your first name. I got J here for James, and then your whole last name. Okay, so that would be a proper business email name. Now if yours is already taken, there's a few more things that you could do. Like you could put a dot here, j.vincitori@gmail.com. You can use the underline here. You can use your whole first name here. Those are just some common examples. Okay, so I'm just going to go with first letter of my first name and then my whole last name. And then we have to, okay, so as soon as I clicked off of it, it's telling me that somebody is already using that. So I'm going to try my whole first name. Okay, and that one will work. Now we have to create a password. You don't have this password yet. You have to create it. So you can pretty much well choose anything. And you have to enter in the same password twice. Make sure you write it down so you don't lose it. And something that I used to do is I'd always write it on an index card. But what happens after a few years, the index cards end up in a junk drawer, and then when you need the email account password, you can't find it. So what I started doing is I write everything down in my address book. Same address book you use for your telephone numbers, then you won't lose them. Okay, and here they just want some basic information. Why they would need your birthday, you know, it's just Google wanting to know. So I never use my real information here. You just never know when you're going to get hacked. And this phone number and current email address, what those are for is if you lose this password, if you don't remember this password, then you can gain access to this account through either your telephone number or another email account. They can send you a temporary password at that email address. So these two are optional, it's not necessary. That's not necessary. This step here is they throw up some type of picture. They just want you to enter in this text. All they're doing here is making sure you're not some type of hacker trying to create a million email accounts. You know, a computerized account that a hacker would use wouldn't be able to read that number and type it in here. So that's why they're doing this. This is the first time I've seen where you could actually put a check mark and skip that. So they probably had a lot of people complain about it. Sometimes you get these where they're just not readable. You could click here and hear an audio, or this thing here you could reload and get another picture. You know, and hopefully the next picture will be readable. On some systems you might have to go through 3 or 4 or more before you get a readable one. So this one here is really clear. Then they want your location, and you agree to the Google Terms of Service. These things up here, this mobile phone, telephone, and current email address, you can always come back and change those. You can add to them later, or change the number, or change the email address later. It's in the options on your Gmail account. Okay, so you can see there's really not much to it. Your name, the email that you would like to use. Try to create something simple, something easy to remember, something business-like. That would be the most important thing. Yeah. And a password. That's really the only necessary information. Okay, and then click next step down here at the bottom. And it says here your new email address is ready. Go to Gmail. This is just a pop-up screen. They're showing you a short tutorial on how to use it. Okay, so here's Gmail. We can close this, worry about that later. Here is my inbox. I have one email. So what I can do is send a test email to my other email account. Okay, so now as another example, we're going to create a Microsoft email account. If you just open a browser and then this first one here is outlook.com, click create now. That brings you to this page. Click create one, and here is the page you fill in to create an account. So I'll type in my name, if we wanted to, we could use an existing email address to create a Microsoft account, but we want a new email address, so we can click create new email address here, and then it's recommending outlook.com, at outlook.com. So if we wanted to, we could say we want a hotmail.com. Hotmail is just another one of the one of Microsoft's email systems. Outlook though is the new one. So then we just have to add our name here. I type in first letter of my first name, then type in my last name. And as soon as I click off that, you can see somebody is already using that. So I'll try something else. Try to keep it business-like. And that looks like a good one. Then I'll type in a password. Then they make you re-enter it. This date, they want your birth date. I never enter my real information here. They want a phone number, alternate email address, and I'm going to use my Gmail. So it's going to be James Vincitori at gmail.com. All that's for is if I happen to get locked out of this account, I forget the password or I forget the email address, they can send me a new password at this email account. And same thing with the phone. If you type in your mobile phone, they can send you a text. It usually says mobile phone here. Here they're just saying phone number. So maybe they have a way of just sending you a text message on the phone, some type of computerized recording. So. And then here's one of those computerized things. They just want to make sure you're not a computer trying to create a million email addresses. So you have to type in these characters here. Those last couple I can't really make out, so I'm going to guess at them. And let's see if that's correct. No, try again. I could click here until I get one that's readable. And click create account. It looks like they're forcing me to enter in a telephone number, so I'll go ahead and type in my cell phone, and then they'll send me a text to my phone. And they want me to enter in this code. If you don't have a phone, I don't know how you'd get around it. Okay, so now we have an Outlook account. Here's the Outlook account, and we could view the account, sign out here. I could add a photo, click here. The photo's on my desktop. Go to my desktop. Find the picture, and then you could move this around if you want. Okay, I'll write down the information. I don't know what this payment stuff is for. So we can just go to our inbox. We can choose the language, select the time zone. Here's our inbox. We can create a new mail here. This is just junk here. They're trying to show you something. Okay, click new to create a new mail. And I'm going to send a test email to my Gmail account. Something that I like to do is I'll copy that email address and then I put it on a folder name. That way when I need it, it's real fast and easy to get to. And we'll go test 2. Okay, we can check that we sent it here. You can see it still hasn't showed up here. Click send. I'm getting an error message here. Please verify your account to help us stop spammers. Verify. That one's not readable, so I'll click new. Click new. Okay, I can't really make that out here. Click new. Just keep clicking new until you get one that works. Okay, I can kind of read that one. Click verify. Click send. Okay, it looks like it's sent. It should be in our sent folder. Okay, here's our sent folder. That's the mail that we sent. Okay, now if we go over to Google Mail, Gmail, see, it should show up right away. This is the refresh button here. It goes out, checks to see if we have any new mails. Okay, that one seems to be taking a while. Let's go ahead and create another one. And we'll go test 3. Click send. Go over to our Gmail account, click the refresh button, and that one shows up right away. What happened to number 2, I don't know. It got lost somewhere. We can see it got sent, right? For some reason it got hung up in their verification. Okay, so we can discard that one. We don't care as long as it works now. Then we can go back here, check this one, click the reply button here, and we'll go test 4. Click send. Your message has been sent. Go over to Outlook. Where's the refresh? Click the inbox. And here's our reply. So what we're doing here, we just created a couple of email accounts and then we verified that we're working, because we don't want to send out resumes and then not have our email account not working the way we expect it to. Okay, and with both of these we can save them. Go favorites, add to favorites. And then we can save a link to our Gmail account. Click your inbox, click favorites, Add to favorites. See here it says inbox. And we'll just go Gmail inbox. And click add, and then you can see now that shows up right here. So if we close that, we can get back to it right here. Just a fast way to get back to your email account. And we can get back to our Outlook account here. Back to our inbox. Okay, I think we'll call our day there. See ya. Bye.